I think I'll win the Hispanic vote. And the reason I won with the Hispanic vote, and I win all over with the Hispanic vote, because they know I'll take jobs back from China, I'll take jobs back from Japan and every other country that's killing us. I'll bring the jobs back, and you know, the Hispanics are going to get those jobs, and they're going to love Trump, and they already do.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, joining us now is Patrick J. Buchanan, the one and only former Republican presidential candidate, former Nixon and Reagan staffer, and author of The Greatest Comeback. And you could check him out at buchanan.org. Pat, welcome. So you wrote a great piece that's making the rounds all over the place. Could Trump win? So I ask you, could Trump win?
As I pointed out there, Steve, in that column, I think Trump certainly is going to be in the Final Four if he doesn't implode somehow for some reason between now and January 1st. And if he's in the Final Four, I see him getting down to the Final Two, because I can't see two centrist establishment Republicans beating him. But I do think this race always comes down to a centrist establishment Republican against the outsider. And it looks to me like Donald Trump has got that outsider slot.
Yeah, no, you would certainly think that, because the more and more as the media keeps reporting on all these quote-unquote gaffes and misstatements and horrible things he's done and said and horrible person he is, his numbers either maintain themselves or increase.
Not only that, the other Republicans, by attacking him and piling on and joining the media establishment and beating up on him, calling him unacceptable, they're enhancing his credentials as someone that the establishment desperately opposes more than anyone else in the race, and that attracts people to him. They are building up his constituency.
Yeah, I think you're absolutely right. Let me ask you about, there was some talk that he would put Sarah Palin in a cabinet, and Newsmax has a piece today talking about a Trump-Palin ticket. I mean, is bringing up Sarah Palin, does that help him or does that hurt him?
I think the fact that he brings up Sarah Palin in the cabinet, or that that she is a gal that he can work with, and he admires her point of view and the rest of it, I think that helps him with his constituents. There's some folks who, obviously on the other side, the establishment would say, good heavens, that really makes it impossible for us to move to him. I think by and large that probably helps him with his core constituency. She still has a tremendous following, maybe not she may be underwater in the polls like almost everybody is, but she's still got a following.
What about, let's shift gears real quick to Hillary and the missing emails. There was 2 months where there were no emails apparently sent by Hillary Clinton to anybody, at least none that we have, or that she decided to provide when she did her own little cleanup job. During the time that Benghazi was getting hot, it also coincided with the time that Uma got a bigger job with Hillary. I mean, is this going to become a major issue?
I think Hillary has a real problem in two areas. First, again, her negatives far exceed her positives on trust, and cares for people like me and polls in Virginia and Colorado and swing states like that, which is very bad at this point in how well known she is. But secondly, that referral over the Department of Justice. I mean, they're taking a look at this, and did she, were there secret documents that were in her private server that were supposed to be, in the State Department computers? I think a referral, there's always a possibility someone could come out with some kind of indictment, and that would be the end of the game, I think, for Hillary Rodham Clinton. I have to think there are other Democrats who are studying this issue of the emails and the server and the lost emails and the confidential material, and the fact that Justice has sent this over, State has sent this over to Justice for a look-see. I think they got to be looking at this nomination as maybe suddenly being open.
Yeah, no, it's very interesting. And very briefly, Pat, finally, Kerry admitted today that he hasn't seen the side deals that it's now been confirmed exist between Iran and the IAEA when it comes to inspection protocol. They're going to work it out between themselves. How unacceptable is that?
Well, I think the Congress is going to have to take a good hard look at that, but I can tell you they are looking at Parchim, where the Iranians allegedly were really working on other components of nuclear weapons up until 2003 when we hit Iraq. But I think the demand that our senators see that material and before they vote is perfectly legitimate. But this doesn't surprise me that it's coming out this way.
Yeah.
I mean, we had heard all about it during the negotiations.
Yeah, absolutely. Pat, great to talk to you, my friend. Thank you very much.
Okay, you take it easy. Bye-bye.
You too. The great Pat Buchanan, folks. We're coming back with the Malzberg panel. But first, you know, Donald Trump, we keep talking about him. He's at the top of the polls. And the media keeps saying he doesn't have a plan. So do his critics, the fellow presidential candidates. But he does, because, in fact, he wrote a book that says he'll make America great again. It's called Time to Get Tough, and it outlines his plan. So Newsmax has a free offer for Trump's book. Go to newsmax.com/Trump book and get your copy now.